nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga.
We don't understand.
Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing is getting money.
Show a nigga some
Them
love,
may hate
nigga.
for me, turn snake for me, and me said the devil is a lie. Them may hate for me, turn snake for me, and they do me like Jesus Christ. Them may hate for me, turn snake for me, and me said the devil is a lie. Them may hate for me, turn snake for me, and they do me like Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Them may hate for me, them may hate, them may hate, them may hate.
Tell your friends about me.
People, I just have to come back like the Holy Ghost. Oh, people. Win that anthem one more time.
You hate on a nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga.
We don't understand.
Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing
nigga.
is getting money.
Show a nigga some
Them
love,
may hate
nigga.
for me, turn snake for me, and me said the devil is a lie. Them may hate for me, turn snake for me, and they do me like Jesus Christ. Them may hate for me, turn snake for me, and me said the devil is a lie. Them may hate for me, turn snake for me, and they do me like
Jesus Christ.
Them may hate for me, them may hate, them may hate, them may hate.
Tell your friends about me.
Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah!
Welcome. Welcome everybody. I am your host, Bad Guy the Entertainer, aka Mr. Hates. Call me what you wanna call me, and people, this is Hate TV, and this is the second episode of Sunday Service, people. Round of a goddamn applause.
Yeah, yeah!
You know what I mean? If you're new or existing to the channel, grand day to you, whatever time zone you are located at, grand rising, grand afternoon, and grand evening, everybody, grand evening. If you're not familiar with Hate TV, what we do over here is we can have banter, insult each other, still laugh and love each other. People, I read your confessions, have pop culture banter. We can play a few games and have a few rants. That's what we do over here at Hate TV. It is a Sunday, it's the 18th of January 2026. We're still in the new year, the first month of the year, people. My Lord. Let's see what's going on. Oh, let me get the internet up, people. Let me get the internet up. Don't forget, people, when you come over to Hate TV, always remember this.
I'm the president, I'm the emperor, I'm the king. I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Your ass belong to me.
And people, Charles, turn off the music for 1 sec. People, when you come over to Hate TV, there are 2 rules and 2 rules only. The first rule is do not piss off the host. Second rule, people. If in doubt, refer to first rule. And if you do not understand, feel free to slide into the comments and say, Mr. Hates, I do not understand, and people, I shall slap some sense in them again. How we doing in the new year? Let's see how we doing in the new year, people. People, what we got over here? So we got 812 citizens, people. Round of applause. Give a shout out to all citizens of Hate TV. Your subscription ship is appreciated over here. People, on that note, we shall go crazy for our citizens. Go crazy. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. People, let's get into Sunday service right about now. Oh, Jesus. Sunday service. This is the second episode, people. And if you're not familiar with Sunday service, let me tell you something. When I come onto the internet, I use the internet as my internet journal. I like to come online to get ish off my chest. You know what I mean? It's therapeutic, people. But people, let me tell you something. The Most High one day bestowed upon me a vision. And people, I have realized my purpose on the internet. People, let me say something. Let me say something right now. Basically, my purpose, people, is to be a facilitator of conversations. That's the ambition. That's the ultimate goal of Hate TV, to be a facilitator of conversation and captain of industries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't lie. But anyway, people, anyway, let's get into our topic. And our topic for this Sunday service is, what are you rooted in? People, this is the Daily Hate, and every day I try to write a Daily Hate. Every day I try to write something that is pondering on my mind, and I like to share it with the internet. But anywho, what are you rooted in? That is today's Sunday service topic. People, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. No. But people, I've got some goddamn sense in my head. I might talk my shit, but I don't talk no nonsense. That's for sure, people. But anyway, people, what are you rooted in? Let me read to you my thoughts. This right here. This right. You know what? Let me take it off that. Let me put on. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on this, people. Look at this. Look at that. You see the front cover? Look at the front cover right there. You see it? Give a round of applause for the front cover. Look at that. What are you rooted in? Can you see that? I'm going to put it right there so everyone can see it. Yep. Anywho, people, let me read to you this right here. So I said, the lone tree in the middle of a storm. The wind is violent. The rain is relentless. Everything around it is chaos. But the tree doesn't run. it can't. It bends, it creaks, it loses a few branches, but it stays rooted. That's what being 10 toes down really looks like. People, I got the tea on the table. The table holds the tea. When I pick up the tea, I drink the tea. What are you rooted in? When I do these lives, people, this is when I do my lives, I jump on and I like to just get my thoughts out there in the atmosphere, you know what I mean? In the universe, I like to get my thoughts out my head and just put it out there in the universe. Try to spark a conversation, try to spark something provoking. Again, people, I'm not a know-it-all, but I've got some goddamn common sense in my head. Just know that I got some goddamn common sense in my head. And I'm trying to create a platform where people can come online and share their thoughts, their opinions, to agree to disagree, you know what I mean? Respectfully, you get what I'm saying, people? So this platform is open to anyone who wants to drop a phone. I'm gonna open up the chat line. The chat line ready. Some people got deleted off kit, could have been people just slap them off. People like this, slap them. Anyone can say what they want to say in the chat. Just remember, I effed off 13 people on the goddamn channel, people. Like, gave them all that slap like that. Not coming back again, the band. Sent them to the phantom zone. No doomsday. If you know, you know. Again, people, what are you rooted in? Slide through if you want to share your thoughts. And in the time of this recording, you can share your thoughts in the comments. But anyway, people, I had a new video out. Let's go check out the new video where, I'm going to check. We're going to play this right here, people. It's very, hold on. Let's get up the, look at this right here. We're going to get this, so watch this.
It bends, it creeps.
Oh, let's get that right. Let's get this right here. We're going to play this right here, people. Yep. I'm going to put that right here. People, don't forget to hit that like, hit that sub, hit that follow, hit that repost, hit that share. Do what you want to do. Come on, now we're doing good stuff over here, people. I'm going to play this right back now. The question's right there. What are you rooted in? Let's look at this, people. When life applies pressure, when it applies pressure, people, are you going to fold? Are you built to withstand the storm? We shall find out.
This is an image of a lone tree in the middle of a storm. The wind is violent, the rain is relentless, everything around it is chaos, but the tree doesn't run, it can't, it bends, it creaks, it loses a few branches, but it stays rooted.
Internet people, are you 10 toes down, or do you start looking for exits the moment life applies pressure? Internet people, I hate to say this, but adulting doesn't test you by removing the storm. No, it tests your roots, your habits, your discipline, your faith in whatever you're building. You're not meant to stand untouched in this world. No, you're meant to endure without uprooting yourself every time things get uncomfortable. Adulting hits you with responsibility, uncertainty, and long stretches where nothing seems to be working. Nothing's working. The excitement wears off, the support thins out, and suddenly it's just you and the weight of your choices. People, this is the point where most people fold. Not because they are weak, no, but because they weren't prepared for how lonely perseverance can feel. Staying on mission doesn't always look heroic, people. Most days, and take this from me, it looks boring, people, repetitive, thankless. Nobody thanks you for adulting, people. But it's showing up when progress is invisible and confidence is low. Being 10 toes down doesn't mean you don't feel doubt. No, it means doubt doesn't dictate your direction. It means standing fucking firm when distractions look tempting and shortcuts feel justified. People, it means accepting that struggle isn't a sign you're failing. It's proof you're in the middle of becoming something. Be on your guard. Stand firm in faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Bible bars, people. Morals, values, and principles are the things that keep you rooted when everything feels unstable. When life gets loud, confusing, or unfair, those internal anchors stop you from drifting. They give you a framework for decision making when emotions are high and outcomes are uncertain. People, you need faith, whether it's spiritual or deeply personal. Faith can be that spiritual system that you can lean on when logic runs out. But family values do the same thing. They remind you who you are, where you come from, and what you stand for. People, that foundation is strength, you know. Not the loud kind, but the quiet kind that doesn't collapse under pressure. When you're raised right, when you're being instilled those values, my God, it makes you strong, people. When the storm hits, talent isn't what saves you. Character does, people. Life will test your patience, your discipline, your belief in yourself. The question is simple but uncomfortable. When things get heavy, do you retreat? Or do you plant your feet and push forward? Because missions aren't completed by people who quit when it gets hard. They are completed by those who stay 10 toes down. Stay on mission, people. People, let me leave you with this. The strongest trees aren't the prettiest. They are the ones that survive the most weather. Same with people. Pressure doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're being shaped. And the mission doesn't require perfection, just presence, staying planted long enough to grow. Internet people, stay 10 toes down and never fold. Oh, come on, share your thoughts, people. Give me some critique. People, oh my love. Give me another round of applause, cause that was good. Go crazy as well. People that's a whole celebration right there, people. So people, the question is, what are you rooted in? Man, what's your ambition? What's the mission? What's the life mission? What's your life mission? Let me tell you something. From the age of 8 years old, people, I already knew what the mission was. At 8 years old, I already knew what the mission was, people. Meaning, I already knew what I wanted to be in life. And I was willing to stay 10 toes down to achieve that goddamn goal, people. I already knew the mission. The only problem is, and even the problem was, the only problem was figuring out how to get from point A to point B. How do I get started on the mission, and how do I reach the finishing line? You know what I mean? And from the age of 8 years old, I always knew I wanted to be a creative. To create something. I always knew that I wanted to do that. But how to do it, I didn't know. But people, again, I was willing to climb over any obstacle, any goddamn mountain to achieve my goddamn goal. It's resilience, people. And again, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. And I say that because when it comes to, let's say I left school with 1 A star, a B, D, I'm probably like an F or something. All right, great. So listen to this now. Imagine I want to be a creative. I'm a little boy at 8 years old with an ambition to be a creative. What kind of creative? I didn't know at the time. All I wanted to do was draw something, animate something, do something creative, do something that was like just fun. That was my perspective at 8 years old. And when I found out you could get paid to draw cartoons, that blew my goddamn mind, people. I was like, whoa. At one point, I wanted to be an illustrator. Another point, I wanted to be a filmmaker, film director. And people, let's open up the chat right now. We got Chiefster. Round of applause for Chiefster. Chiefster is from the Midwest, America, everybody. And welcome, Chiefster. This is Sunday service. disclosure. Welcome, Chiefster. This is Sunday service, and the topic is, what are you rooted in? What are your roots, and are they strong enough to survive pressure without pulling you off your mission? And I was telling the people, Chiefster, the citizens of Hate TV, that I already knew what my mission was in life from the age of 8 years old. I've always wanted to be a creative. Always. How to become a creative, I did not know, but I was willing to put the work in. I was willing to stay 10 toes down until I've obtained my goddamn dream, people. And at the same time, don't forget, you got to deal with life. So you got your ambition, you got the ambition, and whatever ambition you got going on, you got that ambition, and at the same time, you got to deal with life. I think one of the things that keep me rooted, people, is resilience. And let me say something about that. Everyone talks about resilience, but resilience doesn't appear out of nowhere, people. You know what I mean? You gotta have that. You gotta have something in you you gotta have bloody drive if you wanna bloody achieve your ambition. And even if it's not an ambition, just surviving day to day. What you saying, Chief Star? I was always told what to do and never had the chance to discover a dream for myself. I would say, Chief Star, there's gonna come a time where you gotta do stuff yourself, man. You gotta make that choice. Because everybody, when it comes to like, everybody's gonna give you advice for your best interest, you know what I mean? Because they know you as a person. But at the end of the day, it's your life. You've got to live it. You're the one that's got to go make the friendships. You're the one that has to go out there and get the job. What if someone tells you to do and you don't want to do it? You're going to do it. It's like the old phrase. If someone told you to jump off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge? You know what I mean? There's that saying. What's that saying? With me, I've never mastered anything. But I always say to people, I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. But what's the rest of the phrase? It's I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Maybe not a master of one, but is it master of many? But which is better than a master of one? Some shit like that, people. I think so. Let's look at that up. What does it say? Because nobody says the full quote. Jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than the master of one. There you go. I like that quote, and I relate to that quote a lot. That's I am the embodiment of that quote right there. I don't think I've mastered one skill, but bloody, I know a lot of skills combined. Because I'm that type of person that I have a diverse range of interest. I like to learn. I like to soak up all the knowledge. I like to learn from different perspectives. But I was saying, people, what are your roots? Like, through you got your ambition, and then you're dealing with adulting people. What keeps you rooted in adulting? I was saying to people, damn, I got ambition, and I need to achieve that ambition, but at the same time, I got to deal with life. So I was saying, I got this ambition from 8 years old. It's gonna take me to adulthood to achieve the ambition. You get what I'm saying? But along the way, what's going to keep me rooted, staying on the mission, when you got all these entities that don't want you to achieve the mission around you? And I was saying it's resilience, but it doesn't come out of nowhere. It comes from what you're rooted in, people. I call it the MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles. Your resilience, people. If you staying 10 toes down, people, that's resilience right there. But to stay 10 toes down, I think you gotta have like a good value base. You know what I mean? You gotta be disciplined. Your resilience comes from your belief system. Because, bloody hell, when life applies pressure, it's not going to ask you what you want. You hear what I'm saying, people? When life applies pressure upon your head, it's not going to ask you what you want. It's not going to ask you what day it should come round to your house either. When life applies pressure, it's going to be spontaneous. Sometimes life just pick up a baseball bat and hit you across the head like this, people. Smack across the head. It tests you. It's going to test what you're anchored to. You get what I'm saying? What you saying, Chiefster? Round of applause for Chiefster for popping through, man. What's going on? You hear what I'm saying, Chiefster? So Chiefster's saying... Well, I've always knew when to put my foot down, not saying I was mind control. I get what you're saying. And I knew what I didn't want to do, just never truly decided what I was going to do as like a career-worthy skill. I didn't decide until recently that I wanted to make music, even just as a hobby. I always wanted to, just never committed until 2 years ago. Round of applause. Round of applause. I don't think when it comes to this life shit, excuse my French, Chiefster, when it comes to life, it's not, life is not a linear path. Bars, people, it's not linear. It's like a squiggly line. Think of an A4 piece of paper and draw a straight line across the middle. Life is not like that. Reimagine that again. An A4 piece of paper on the table. Draw a line, and when you get to the middle, do some scribble, and then get to the end. That's life right there. At the end of the day, there's always an end. But I'm saying, people, the path through life ain't so simple, so you need resilience. And your resilience comes from what you're rooted in. Again, people, what are you rooted in? Are you strong enough? Are you strong enough to survive the pressure without putting off your mission? Because when the pressure comes, it has a way of pulling people off course. To answer your question, Chiefster, about you just recently discovering an interest in music. I don't feel like I say to people like everyone is different. Some people discover their talent later in life or their interests later in life. I say to people, life is. Some people say life is short. I say that's false. Life is long, but you make it short if you're doing bullshit in it. You know what I mean? That's how you make life short. At the end of the day, you gotta do adulting. And adulting means you gotta get a job and you gotta pay your goddamn bills in this modern age. We're not like back in the day where, you know what I mean? We're not in the back in the days where you flipping just tend to the farm and shit. Nah, man. In this capitalistic world, you gotta work. Especially in this Western world. This Western world will work you to death and work you into debt. And when the pressure comes, again, people, it has a way of pulling people off course. Not because the mission was wrong, but because the roots were shallow. You get me? That's why I'm asking. When life gets hard, when you're in your room thinking, God damn, what I'm doing with my life, God damn, I've got no ambition, I don't know what to do. Things like that. When you're in your room with those dark thoughts or depressing thoughts, or you're around people that's miserable and depressing, what are you rooted in to keep you strong enough to survive the pressure, to survive the bullshit? When the pressure come, people, some people don't quit because they failed. They quit because the discomfort exposed how little they were grounded in the first place. Gee, that's a bar right there, man. Round of applause. Some people got a support system out here where, yeah, they got friends and family to support their mentor. You get what I'm saying? So it's easier for them. It's easier for some people, but there's some people that don't have a support system. They're on their own. And when you're on your own, what are you rooted in that keeps you strong enough to survive the pressure? What are your roots? And are they strong enough to survive their pressure, people? When life gets hard, are you gonna fold? And people, adult life is hard. And there's always gonna be people who can't adjust to it. I say to you right now, adjust to it. Figure it out, man. Figure it out, because always remember there's people in the world that they can't even watch this bloody stream. Just remember that there's people in the world that can't watch this stream. There's people in this world, they ain't going to a nice comfy bed like you and me, but they're still staying on their mission. You get what I'm saying? They're still 10 toes down. They still gotta go through day to day with the hardships that they going through. That's why that's another thing what I think about as well, people. that I appreciate as much as I moan about adult life and I moan about all the things that's going on in the world and in this country. My God, I appreciate that I'm able to wake up in the morning. I appreciate, you know what, I can touch, I can smell, I can see. Shit, I appreciate that I got a lick of money coming through my bank account, because I know there's people out here that got no God. There's people out here that got to sleep on road tonight, people. People, I've slept on floors, but I never slept on a road before. So I don't, you know what I mean? And if you never been in that situation, appreciate that you never was, you never were, you know what I mean? And again, people, what are you rooted in? I say back to Chiefs about this with me. Chiefs, you already got one life to live. One life to live. Do what makes you happy. I say do what makes you happy, and not for others, but for yourself. And that goes out to anybody. But at the same time, sometimes when it comes to adulting, sometimes you gotta do things for the greater good. Sometimes you have to work a job you do not like, but guess what, people? That's adult life. Not everybody can be a Kai Cenat, you know. Not everybody can be a Mr. Beast, you know. Not everybody can be a bloody Jeff Bezos, you know. You get what I'm saying? What keeps you rooted when pressure is applied, people? Again, people. And I was talking about the lone tree right there, people. Look at this again. What did I say about this? I said it right here. The lone tree in the middle of a storm. The wind is violent. The rain is relentless. Everything around it is chaos, but the tree doesn't run. It can't. It bends. Bends, people. So I was talking about what keeps you rooted. What keeps me rooted is my morals, my values, and my principles. I was raised right, people. When you raised right, and the special people in your life has instilled some life lessons into you to prep you for the hardships of adult life. That's what keeps me 10 toes down, people, because I was raised right. I listen to my elders. I'm just saying, what did I say over here? So the tree is, when this, I said, the lone tree in the middle of the storm, the wind is violent, the rain is relentless. But the tree's still 10 toes down. It's rooted, people. The roots keeps it grounded. And it's not running nowhere. It ain't turning back. Nah, it's in the storm now. It's gonna overcome it. You get what I'm saying? And it bends. Bends, people. Just think about this. How do you tell the difference between bending for survival and breaking your principles? My God. My God. When you hear that again, how do you tell the difference between bending for survival and breaking your principles, people? What's your thoughts? Anybody want to share the thoughts? Again, people, in the beginning, I said my ambition in life was always to be a creative from the age of 8 years old. I always knew what the mission was. And as I got older, people, along my travels through life will force you to bend financially, emotionally, strategically. But bending is not the same as breaking, people. No. Nope, nope, nope. You don't break, man. I was saying, people, life's gonna apply pressure to you, to your finances, to your mental state, how you maneuver with friendships, family, and just life in general. It's gonna test you through people, through other things. You know what I mean? It's gonna bend you, but you don't let it break you, though. You don't let Nah, you don't let it break you. No. When it starts breaking you, people. That's when the pressure stops shaping you and starts erasing you. When you start breaking, let me say that again. That's when the pressure stops shaping you and starts erasing you. The line is thin. Lordy, lordy, lordy. People, give yourselves a round of applause. You know what I mean? Again, people, what are you rooted in? Another question. Have you ever mistaken discomfort for a sign to quit instead of a sign to grow deeper roots? People, I know too many people out here that talk the talk but can't walk the walk. There's too many people out here with coulda, shoulda, woulda dreams. You know those people? Those people with the coulda, shoulda, woulda dreams. Those people that, yeah, I know business. I could do this, boom, 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 boom. But when you look at what they got, they ain't got shit, people. They ain't done nothing. When you ask them what happened, life got too hard. Whatever they're doing got too hard. They didn't enjoy the discomfort, people. Discomfort has ended more missions than failure ever did, people. You understand? I know something about the internet world, the internet age, this new digital age where it has taught us to chase ease. You get what I mean? It has taught us that it hasn't taught. It has tricked the new generation to think that shit comes easy because everybody's on the internet all day and they see people blow up so quickly. They think that to achieve their ambition or whatever ambition they have, it's going to come just like that in the click of a Thanos fingers, people. There's man them out here that think if they collect 6 infinity stones, they're going to be like a Mr. Beast. You think I'm joking? But when they begin the journey, they can't take the pressure no more. The discomfort sways them to quit because it's getting too hard. People, life is hard. So it go. Life is hard. You know what I mean? The things that we want most in life don't come easy, people. So whatever you're chasing, whatever your mission you're on, it ain't gonna be easy. But if you're 10 toes down and you're rooted in your MVP, your morals, your values and principle, trust me, you overcome. Some people think that just getting what they want gonna come easy. So when that feeling of discomfort, that moment feels heavy to them. You know what I mean? When things get difficult, some of us assume that it's going wrong, it's wrong, I'm not on the right path. But again, life has a way of applying pressure to see, can you really overcome this? You know what I mean? Are you really got it? Are you really 10 toes down? That's what life's saying to you. When shit gets difficult, life applies the pressure and it's saying to you, can you really handle this right here? Can you really do let's, for example, if you want to be a YouTuber, whatever, are you willing to boss out one video every single day for 365 days without getting no goddamn money? People, if you want to grow in life, you have to overcome the obstacles. You have to climb the mountains. People, I've climbed 2 mountains. I put that on my grandmama. I've climbed 2 mountains literally in real life. So I know what it's like. Overcoming like the discomfort and the difficulties. It's like climbing a goddamn mountain. And my God, at one point, at one point on that mountain, I wanted to turn back and go back down the goddamn hill. Goddamn mountain, I mean, not the hill. It took me 3 hours to get up to feel like that. Imagine I was willing to go back down the mountain, 3 hours back down to the mountain. Because it got difficult. Shit got difficult. But if you want to grow, in my opinion, growth really feels comfortable. Like sometimes the pressure you're under isn't pushing you away. It's forcing you to anchor deeper. 10 toes down and never fold. But the problem is, most people leave right before the roots take hold. Oh, question is, what are you rooted in? What's going on, Chief? And give a salute to all the citizens that has sub to Hate TV as well. Chiefster is from Midwest America. Salute to all the other citizens like Destination Unknown from San Fran, Dr. Green from Ohio. We got Vash Anderson and his daughter Gaming Strawberry from Dallas, Texas. Those are the Americans. The British, Lord Charlie. We got Perseus. Perseus is currently in Thailand, everybody. He says up in Thailand for 2 months, but he's going to come back to London. We got Mojo over in Bristol. Oh yeah, we got Brixton Jesus. Give a round of applause for Brixton Jesus and his daughter. Big up Brixton Jesus.
Yeah, yeah!
Oh. People got Australians like Blueprints and Oliver. I ain't seen Oliver for a while. We got Jake. No, Oliver is Jake. Hold on. No, Jake and Blueprint are from Australia. Oliver is up in Canada, everybody. Round of applause for that. We got Canadians. We got South Africans as well. Longalo. Longalo's up in South Africa. Longalo. We got Kilamuma from New Zealand. Man. Good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Again, people, what are you rooted in? In adulthood, what does staying 10 toes down actually look like on a daily basis? In reference to this image right here, what are you rooted in? What does staying planted look like in 2026, people? What does staying planted mean to you? Anyone want to slide in and give me their thought? Or in the time of this recording, you can drop it in the comments. Staying planted, aka staying 10 toes down, isn't dramatic, people. It's not motivational. It's not no motivational speeches or a big declaration. You get what I'm saying? Staying 10 toes down, it's a routine. It's resilience. It's restraint. Staying 10 toes down is, let me think, like doing the same unglamorous thing every single day, even when no one's watching. You get what I'm saying? Staying 10 toes down is not letting outside entities pull you away from your mission. When you start adulting, people, you're gonna realize that adulthood doesn't reward slackness. Let's put it that way. It rewards consistency. You know what I mean? Staying rooted in your morals, your values, and your principles. If you say you're going to go to the gym every day, Monday, Friday, and you commit to a time, then you go to the gym every Monday, you know what I mean? You commit to yourself, because only you can get you where you want to be at the end of the day. Like, no one, like, there's going to be people on the way that's going to help you. But if you can't do it for yourself, what makes you think someone else is going to do it for you? And not all of us are fortunate enough to be in an environment where you have access to people or resources where it makes your adulthood journey much easier. You know what I mean? But again, like, the things that we want in life ain't gonna come easy, but life will reward you if you're consistent in pursuing that prize that you want. That's from my experience. Like, staying planted, staying 10 toes down, to me means not letting every mood, opinion, or a setback uproot me off my mission. See how I linked it in with the tree people? Freestyle. Rooted, come on now, I could be a rapper. What was I saying? I was saying staying 10 toes down, staying planted means not letting your moods take your head. Other people's opinions sway you off your mission, or letting any setback uproot you from what you're committed to build. You get what I'm saying? That's what 10 toes down, staying planted, staying rooted means to me. What does it mean to you? People. My God, it's a Sunday, man. It's a Sunday day, boy, go church. Yeah. So, people, again, what are you rooted in? And people, on that note, that's the end of Sunday service.
Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah!
Good stuff, people. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, people. Again, I'm your host, Bad Guy the Entertainer, aka Mr. Hate. Call me what you want to call me, and this is Hate TV, the best place to be. Second episode of Sunday service. What are you rooted in? That's the question. If you want to slide in, share your thoughts. I don't know how many questions did I say. I must have gave out like 5 questions or something. This stream is like a stream of thoughts. When I talk, it's like a stream of thoughts that's coming out my head. You get what I'm saying? I make my notes, but I like to get online and ramble. You get what I'm saying? But people, share your thoughts, man. What keeps you rooted? What keeps me rooted again is the MVPs, people. Morals, values, and principles. And you know what I mean? What keeps you rooted? Is it faith? Is it the teachings that's been instilled in you from young? When life applies pressure, what do you hold on to? What keeps you rooted in the ground? when shit gets difficult. When life starts to bend you, what keeps you from breaking? You know what I mean? When shit starts to get difficult and you start to feel uncomfortable, what keeps you from breaking? What? Who? You know what I mean, people? Round of applause. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, people, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you, Chief Steph, for passing through. Give a round of applause for Chief Steph. Yeah. And people, we're going to end it on that note. Let's play the goddamn anthem. And people, I shall see you tomorrow. So don't forget. Actually, before I do that, before I lock it off, people, go check out the TV guide. The schedule is right there, man. Oh my God, look at this right here. So I made it easier. I made your goddamn lives easier, man. I made your lives easier. Look at this. So this is what's going on. What's on Hate TV on the 19th to the 23rd, people. So don't forget, every day, every morning, approximately 8 a.m. GMT, we got pop culture headlines, people, latest news, and maybe some gaming. And then Monday and Friday, pop culture is basically Mondays to Fridays. Every morning is pop culture headlines. So every morning, 8 GMT, there will be a pop culture headline, people. You get what I'm saying? Where we just go to the office, we make our internet magazine. And if you don't know what the internet magazine is, let me show you real quick. What I'm gonna do, I should have went on. There it is. Here's one of them. Oh, here's one of them. Here's one of them. Here's one of them. There's one of the internet magazines. Why is it like that? You get when people look at that right there. So tomorrow we're gonna we surf the timelines from platform to platform, like unprofessional internet journalists, people. But what was I saying? Yeah, so there's the schedule. So weekdays, Monday to Fridays, every morning, pop culture headlines, and then I tell you right there, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's the lineup. So in the evenings, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, they're going to be a second stream. It's called The Daily Hate. So everybody should know The Daily Hate, man. If you don't know The Daily Hate, let me show you. Everything should be there. There you go, The Daily Hate. You get me? I've been doing The Daily Hates. So 3 days a week. Weekday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays are going to be a Daily Hate. Mondays and Fridays, evening times is going to be gaming evenings, people. So I'm pretty much streaming every day. But I'm going to test out. Yeah, I'm pretty much streaming every day. So people go over to the main channel, go over to the community post. You'll see that right there. That will let you know when I'm online and if I'm not. You get what I'm saying? But what else? And don't forget to hit that like, hit that sub, hit that follow, hit that repost, hit that share, hit everything, people. You get me? Yeah! Oh, whoa. Yeah, man, and people, we done here. But thank you for joining me. Give me your feedback on the stream and on those questions. What keeps you rooted, people? What keeps you rooted? Share your thoughts. Share it with your friends. If you're one people, this is when I jump online. I use the internet. I use my YouTube as my personal goddamn journal. You know what I mean? I just talk my talk, and that's it. Really, I ain't trying to be know it all. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I talk my shit, but I don't talk nonsense, people. That's for bloody sure. I don't know if I should close it up. What's everybody feeling? Anybody want to slide in? You know what I mean? I've got this on. People go check out. If you want to rewatch that again, watch my latest video when life applies pressure. Check that out. Man, I can't believe it's 2026, you know. It's 2026. But people, I'm out here. I'm going to play the anthem for you. And don't forget, check me tomorrow. In a bit, everybody. Oh.
You hate on a nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga. We don't understand. Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love. I was doing this game, man. Show a nigga some
Them
love,
hate
nigga.
on me, turn snake on me, and me said the devil is a lie. Them hate on me, turn snake on me, and they do me like Jesus Christ. Them hate on me, turn snake on me, and me said the devil is a lie. Them hate on me, turn snake on me, and they do me like Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Them hate on me, them hate.
Tell your friends about me.